Imagine, you come to California back in the gold rush days. You eventually married a guy from Germany, and after having 10 kids with this man, he leaves you and went back to Germany on a business trip, never to be heard from ever again. In this episode, I will be telling you all about Dorothea Zeisz of Placerville.
This is Ricky's Historical Tidbits Podcast, and this is Ricky Mortensen.
Dorothea Hartman was born in 1841. She came to California when she was 16 years old, and by the time she was 18, she married a man named Jacob Zeisz. Jacob had come from Germany to California to mine for gold, but as many learned, mining was not a get-rich-quick deal, and instead opened the California brewery making Bavarian-styled beer. Soon enough, he met Dorothy, and they got married. For a long time, life was good. They weren't rich by any means, but satisfied, and made themselves a large family, having 10 kids. The brewery was fairly popular, but Jacob decided one day to go back to Germany, saying he had some business to attend to, but he never returned, leaving Dorothy to run the brewery herself until 1890 when it closed, and she turned it into more of a bed and breakfast type of place, which was much more her style. She never stopped working. Dorothy had her kids and grandkids do chores and keep up with the garden, and she made sure that guests were well taken care of and that food was made in the morning. In the evening, she could be found working on the porch, knitting socks, sweaters, or braiding rugs that she would then sell for some extra money. Dorothy died in 1919 at the age of 78. Today, she is remembered as the pioneer grandmother who did what she could to survive and made sure her kids did well in life. Dorothy is one of the miners featured on the Miners in Maine scavenger hunt on Main Street over in Placerville. That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.
You've been listening to Ricky's Historical Tidbits Podcast. When you go to school and study history, they give you dates, they give you some names, and that's about it. But there's a lot more to California history, and that's where this show comes in. We hope you've gotten some useful and practical information from the show, and we hope you were entertained. And we'll be back soon, but in the meantime, hook up with us on Twitter and Instagram at busy_Ricky. Find us on Facebook at Ricky's Historical Tidbits. Till next time, this is Ricky's Historical Tidbits Podcast, signing off.